Make money in my sleep?
I hope you guys enjoyed that. In all seriousness though, there is a quote that says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And that's the reason we made this video where we talk about 12 ways to make passive income. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Sean with The Modest Wallet, where money is made simple. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click that little bell so that you can get notified every time we release a new video just like this. So what exactly is passive income? Passive income is money you earn while you're not actively working. It's the opposite of active income. Instead of trading your time for money, like most people do with their 9-to-5 jobs, passive income is all about having money trickle in even while you're not actively working. You're probably thinking, no way. No way. Passive income can't be realistic. And I understand your hesitancy, but there are some great opportunities out there to do just that. Passive income does take some initial time and money, but over time, as you stack up multiple passive income streams, your money starts snowballing. With each new investment, you'll see more money rolling in each month. With that said, let's jump into these 12 passive income ideas that could help you earn more than $1,500 per month. The first passive income idea is to invest in crowdfunded real estate. This is an alternative to invest in physical real estate properties, which take a lot of time, money, and effort. Now you could be investing in a fund which gives you exposure to a whole real estate portfolio. This is what crowdfunding real estate is, and as the properties in your portfolio become more valuable, you make more money, and as the properties in your portfolio receive rent, you'll receive dividends. The great thing about crowdfunded real estate is that you don't have to do any of the physical work. You aren't buying the property or doing the renovations. All you need to do is invest your money in these funds. Invest a little money and get a piece of the pie. A great place for you to learn about this and actually do it is called Fundrise, and I will link that in the description. Our next passive income idea is Robo-Advisor Investing. Investing is often considered a cornerstone component of any wealth building strategy. Previously, having your investments managed by a professional was only for the wealthy.
Moderately wealthy?
It was just too expensive for the everyday person to get. Fast forward to now, and technology has made it certainly much more accessible for really anyone. Instead of relying on a single human to manage your investments, robo-advisors, aka sophisticated computer programs, take care of the work for you. And even if you are new to investing or only have a small amount of money, you can do this. Betterment, M1 Finance, and Wealthfront are 3 such robo-advisors that give you an individualized, professional portfolio. All you have to do is tell a little bit about yourself and your long-term investment objectives. Then just fund your account and it takes care of the rest.
Another passive income idea is through micro-investing. It's easy, you just need to use your spare change and let the investing apps do the work for you. Apps like Acorn, Stash, and Digit do just that. When you make a purchase with your linked credit card, the micro-investing apps will round up to the nearest dollar and invest it. It's only a small amount, but it can go a long way over time. You should definitely check out Acorn, Stash, and Digit and get your micro-investing journey started.
Our next passive income idea is to invest in dividend-paying stocks. Some of the biggest companies in the world trade on the stock market, and you as the investor have the opportunity to be an owner of one of these companies by investing in their stocks. Now, some of these companies have a lot of cash in their bank accounts, and they can do 3 things with this cash. They can save it for emergencies, invest it back into their company, or they can reward their shareholders, you, the investor, by giving it back in dividends. Passive income that the company gives you is called a dividend. The dividends that the company is paying you is being paid every 3 months typically, so that's 4 times a year. Every company does this, so you will have to do your research. But companies that do this are typically more of your mature, larger companies. Please know that these companies' dividends can go up or down depending on how the company is doing. There are 2 companies to invest in, or the platform to invest in, and they are called Public.com and SoFi Invest. With Public.com, you can invest in stocks and learn from others. And SoFi Invest provides all-in-one investing along with crypto. 5th on the list is investing in rental properties. Investing in rental properties is one of those passive income ideas that can be extremely hard especially when it comes to finding tenants. But there's a company called Roofstock that lets you buy properties with as little as 20% down, and those properties already have tenants in them. That means you get paid from the first day of investing your money. You don't even have to physically visit the properties. Unlike Fundrise, Roofstock is not a real estate investment trust. So that means you're going to be investing in single properties. And when I say investing, I mean buying single properties. This is an ideal strategy because you might live in an area that the prices of buying rentals is just way too high. You wouldn't realistically be able to invest in them. Or maybe you don't want the hassle or expense of traveling, having to visit the different rental properties. Roofstock can guide you through the process and help you get your feet wet when it comes to rental properties. Once you buy the property, they'll pair you up with one of their vetted rental property managers. They'll deal with the day-to-day landlord tasks like collecting rent and dealing with maintenance. Next on the list is to invest in farmland. Just like real estate investors can buy fractional shares of real estate with companies like Fundrise, people interested in buying up shares of farmland can use a service called AcreTrader to buy up shares of farmland. You will need to be an accredited investor, which means you'll need a net worth of over $1 million, or you'll need to make annually over $200,000 to qualify. This could put it out of reach for the average person. But in the event that you meet the requirements, AcreTrader is a great way to get your hands on an asset class that is typically hard to get in on the market. Another great alternative to AcreTrader is Farm Together. Farm Together also requires investors to be accredited, but I'll leave a link in the description. Seventh on the list is investing in art. If real estate isn't your cup of tea and you have an artistic touch, then a company called Masterworks may be for you. This company allows you to buy fractional shares of works of art that will hopefully go up in value. We caution potential investors that art is particularly a tricky asset class to accurately price and forecast. However, if you have a knack for knowing which artists or which works of art will go up in value, Masterworks provides access to assets that are otherwise out of reach for most investors. Our next passive income idea is to invest in wine. You might not be into fine art, but what about wine? Wine is another promising investment vehicle and consistently outperforms other alternative investments. There are many reasons why wine is an excellent alternative investment and prices go up over time. Factors such as scarcity and aging potential, as well as the brand equity, make wine a suitable investment vehicle. Another benefit is that the correlation between the stock market and wine, like fine art, is low. This means that your investment in wine are not affected by the volatility of the stock market. To invest your money in wine, you can use VinoVest. The platform makes it simple to invest in wine and work with other like-minded individuals. The way it works is that VinoVest selects, acquires, and safely stores your wine. From there, you can fund your account with $1,000, which is their minimum, and watch your portfolio grow. Our ninth passive income idea is to open a high-yield savings account. Most traditional banks are paying you next to nothing on your money. Thanks to the internet, there's been some growth in online banks, which pay you much more growth and interest on your savings. This is because they don't have the same retail costs like rent, tellers, office space, utilities at their physical locations. Because of this, they can reward you with a higher interest rate on your savings. The reputable online banks work just like your traditional banks. They're FDIC insured, your money is protected, and you can access your cash anytime you want. The real difference is one is fully online and one is not. I keep my cash at a traditional and online bank. One thing I do want to mention is that these high interest online banks are not an alternative to investing. It's really just a way to save your money and get a little better return and not waste it or let it fall back or fall behind with inflation. 10th on the list of passive income is peer-to-peer lending. Time to get that passive income through interest. The way banks make money is by lending you money. If you borrow $100,000 from the bank and spend 10 years paying it off, then over that 10 years, the bank is going to get passive income from you. It's because you're going to be paying interest to the bank for those 10 years each month. With peer-to-peer lending, you're essentially copying what the banks are doing. Here's how it works. You use your money on a platform like Lending Club or Prosper, and someone's gonna go in there and borrow your money for whatever reason. Maybe they're gonna buy a car, and they're gonna pay you interest every month until they pay you back. Just like any of these, there is risk involved, but using a great resource like Lending Club or Prosper streamlines the process and puts extra money in your wallet. Renting out your car is next on our passive income list. There's a company called GetAround, and it's very much like Airbnb. It's also very much like Turo. GetAround lets you rent out your car to people who need transportation. You make money by renting your car out to other members of the site. Pay is based on what kind of car you have and how long you're willing to rent it out. Signing up is free, but you need to be at least 19 years of age or 25 if you're looking to rent or drive one of the specialty cars. You do need to pass a background check, and you also must have had your license for at least 2 years. Income potential definitely depends on what kind of car you have. If you've got a brand new F-150, then you're probably going to make a lot more than someone with a 2012 Sonata. Nothing wrong with a Hyundai though, I own one. And last but not least, you can rent out your home. You can actually rent out a room or your entire home. Airbnb connects property owners with people who want to rent out their space. You earn money by renting out your space to eligible members of the site. The amount you can make depends on your location and the size and nature of the site you're renting. And of course, the real estate or hotel market that you're living in. Income potential for hosts is significant. Of course, the bigger and better your home and the better your customer service, the more money you can make. Wow, that was a lot. We got through our 12 passive income ideas. Let's give a quick recap right now. I'd love to know if any of these stood out to you or if you're currently engaged in any of these passive income ideas. If you are, leave a comment below and let us know which ones you are interested in or currently engaged in. I'll leave links in the description so that you can go there and you can easily access all of these apps or websites with the click of a button. As always, do your own research. We wanted this to be a great resource for you as you look for passive income ideas. If you found value in this video, go ahead and smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so that you get notifications every time we release a new video. I'm headed over to the Modest Wallet Instagram page. You should too.